Let's see how our team respond after finally losing.
When's the last time you went to the zoo? Thinking of going this weekend.
It's cool because they beat me by 1. And the last time I seen them, I beat them by 2. It's a tight game every time. And I'm about to see him with Gizzy. But first things first, man. Yeah, his own.
Never get better.
One of the best ways to become a better shooter in NBA 2K is through your own
The 2K Sports pregame show. Welcome. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Looking at the Lakers, they've gotten the job done in every way possible this season. They're sitting pretty with the best record in the league, East or West. We'll be expecting a major air raid here in tonight's game. Two teams that live and die by the long ball. Shaq, we talk about how great three-point shooting helps you spread the floor. Tell us why that's a good idea.
Ernie, extra space can lead to more open shots, and when the guys are knocking them down, makes it harder to double guys on the block.
But you think about it, Ernie. When you can shoot that 3 ball, that means the defense has to come out, which creates so many driving lanes and mismatches all over the floor. This is one for the ages.
That's how they beat us in 94, 95.
Oh, yeah. we started that.
Yeah.
We started that.
With Kenny's long-range marksmanship.
Yeah.
Game's just about ready to start. Time now to send it to Kevin Harlan with the call.
I stopped counting after 7.
That's a record, right?
Yeah, I stopped counting.
Back with another one. Oh, I got it. Me too.
It's an all-West
Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Nuggets come into town for this one. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And joining us in the booth for tonight's game, the incredibly talented Kobe Bryant. Kobe, thanks for once again joining us.
No, thank you, man. Thank you for letting me be a part of the team.
In the last meeting for these two teams, the Lakers came away with the win against the Denver Nuggets. Looking for the third straight win against these guys this season. They've won them all so far.
And they cruised to a big win in their last meeting, getting that opposing starting lineup out of the game early with foul trouble.
And let's see if they bring that same attacking mindset with them into this game. They should. It worked like a charm last time, getting so many guys in foul trouble.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, guys, Luke Walton played 10 seasons in the NBA, but it wasn't until near the end in 2011 that he started to consider coaching. Walton says, I never thought about it until I hurt my back. Now, while he was out of action, Phil Jackson invited him to sit in on the coaches' meetings. Walton said, I realized that I liked that side of the game. Kevin, he succeeded Phil Jackson as head coach of the Lakers. Back to you.
It definitely did, David. He won titles when he played for the Lakers. Now he'll try to bring that winning mindset back to L.A. Going for a guy like yourself who made an incredible amount of three-point shots during your career, what is it like watching Steph Curry? Listen, how much has he changed the league? It was always watching the dunks and Jordan. Now you got kids that want to shoot the ball from distance.
Yeah, shooting the ball from distance now kind of become like a home run in baseball, right? Where it's exciting to watch the ball in flight. I think it's great because it just adds more love to the game, more things that players can do that, or kids can do that can't dunk, right? It's like dunking was the thing, right? But now kids that can dunk, there's something else that's fun, something else that's entertaining, like shooting threes. Right? So it's
boy, that takes a lot of work.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's a lot of
hundreds of shots daily.
Yeah, it's a lot of repetition. I mean, Steph, you watch him out there playing and making all these shots. He's put in hours and hours and hours of hard work. Team.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Conley out there with Gary Harris. Then it's Plumlee. Then it's Wilson Chandler. And it's Lyles in at the 4 slot. Here's Lyles. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Chandler goes in, and the layup's good off the glass. With that three-point shooting on the rise, Kobe, if you were coming into the league right now, would you try to lean more in that direction than the incredible acrobat that you were when you were in your prime?
It depends who I was playing against. I try to build my game to be able to do all those things.
And you could. I mean, you're like one of the few guys that could do it.
Yeah, so it just depends on who I was matching up against, which determines then how I would try to punish defense.
I like that word.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a softer one. I was like,
you're honest. And here is Harris after the three-pointer from Shammy Wells. Count it. You look back to the final game as a player, Kobe, all the emotion that was building up for that moment. Then you go out and score 60 points. Surreal moment. Did you ever think for any moment that maybe I've got 1 year left in the tank after that 60-point performance?
You know what? It wasn't a matter if I had another year in the tank. It was just, I just don't want to do this anymore. I wake up in the morning, my body's sore. That 60-point game was everything I had left for that year. And to be able to have to reboot that and reset the system all over again, no thank you.
People don't see that side of it, do they?
No, they don't. But it's just, nor do we want them to. Right? We want them to appreciate being entertained and coming to a game and taking their mind off of whatever it is they want to take their mind off of. It's an opportunity for them to escape. And that's what we provide. So that's completely fine.
Whether there are a lot of great guards and wings in the league right now, when you look around, are there any that remind you of the way you played, or maybe are approaching, going down that road and say, I want to be like Kobe Bryant. I watch a lot of his things, much like you did when you were growing up.
Yeah, well, Isaiah has a hunger and a thirst for the game, and he's not going to stop. He's constantly curious. He's constantly working.
His size makes him a different kind of guy, though.
Isn't that unbelievable?
It is shocking.
That's unbelievable. But he can finish at the rim. He can shoot the long ball. He can pull up left and right. He has great physicality and a great body about him where he can punish bigs at the rim. And the other is quiet. I mean, when I watch quiet class, it's like, I'm just looking in the mirror. The moves, the positions on the floor.
So glad you said that. I feel the same way.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's a great, great feeling because, I'm sure Michael felt the same way. When he retired. watch me play, you're seeing the same spots. You're seeing the person who studied the person that came before. And there's no need to reinvent the wheel when the wheel's already been created. You just put it on a different car.
Well, he has been guided by his coaching staff to watch you and Michael Jordan tape. And I think that's kind of what he's done.
Yeah, well, we've connected. We've talked about this stuff before in the past. And again, he's a curious kid.
In all business.
Yeah, curious. Steps out on the floor, he's all business. Nothing funny. There's nothing silly going on. He's here to do his job. And he's here to help San Antonio win games.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. In competition, once again, Kobe, the thing that drives you so much, even on the practice floor, you and Jordan were so much alike in that regard. Is it important to go with your teammates and challenge them in those practices that you recall?
You have to challenge them, because if you don't, then they become conditioned to not have those challenges every day. Right? So if you come off of the night, you have a back-to-back. You have a practice in the morning. It's our responsibility to step into that practice and challenge them as if it was the game that you just played the night before. Because if you do not, don't have that competitive spirit day in and day out, well, then you feel like you can take games off. You can take practice off because you just don't have it in practice. Right? So it's our job to bring that every single day so that competing just becomes a habit.
And you learn about their mental endurance, physical endurance during those practices.
Well, yeah, when you challenge them to learn about themselves, you challenge them to think about themselves. Can I push a little extra? I'm going to have to, because he's driving me like crazy. And if
we got to start now.
Meet that challenge, I'm going to have to hear his mouth all practice long. I'm going to have to hear his mouth on the plane. I'm going to have to hear his mouth on the bus. I'm going to have to hear his mouth on the locker room. And I'd rather just compete.
And in the history of the NBA, only a handful of players have lasted 20 seasons. Kobe, you played all 20 with the Los Angeles Lakers, an NBA record for seasons with one team. What does it mean to just having worn that Laker jersey your entire career?
Well, I mean, it's a huge honor. I've always been a massive Laker fan, even when I was a kid. And so I never dreamed that I'd actually be wearing the golden armor for my NBA career. So to be sitting here right now, having played 20 years, is literally the coolest dream that could have ever happened to any kid. It happened to me.
And I don't know that it'll happen again. The way the league is structured now, money, the free agency, even though you had a chance to leave a couple times, you always chose to stay.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's loyalty is a word that you're throwing around often. But in this day and age, it's very tough to see in sports because of the cap, because of the free agency market and so forth and so on. So I've been very, very fortunate to have a great organization and to be able to kind of play 20 years of my career here.
And after 20 years in the NBA, Kobe, you were able to play with so many teammates. Can you make a short list of some of your favorites over the years?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Pau Gasol for me. Derek Fisher.
And a quality person.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just the nicest guy you ever met.
Yeah, right.
And Derek Fisher, Ronnie Turioff is one of my all-time favorites. Lamar Odom, Shaq, obviously, Robert Horry, Rick Fox. I mean, I've been very fortunate to play with some great teams. Horace Grant, AC Green. I mean, let's go. Ron Harper. I mean, I can go on and on all day long. Brian Shaw. I mean, I was very fortunate to have some really good teammates.
And Kobe, your spectacular high school career at Lower Merion High School in Philadelphia, in that Philadelphia area, paved the way for your NBA career. Talk about some of the highlights of your days in high school.
Well, my days in high school were fun. I mean, I played at a small high school called Lower Merion High School, so not too many people heard of it. When you come to Philadelphia, the schools that you hear of are Overbrook, where Wilt Chamberlain went to school, Bartram, right, where Earl the Pearl Monroe went to school, right? But you never heard of little old Lower Merion High School, right? So it was a huge honor to be able to bring a state championship to Lower Merion and kind of put Lower Merion on the map. And that's the most exciting part about it.
Oh, a terrific story indeed. A huge honor, I'm sure. It's hauled in by the last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
And it's not that you have to take chances.
Told you, man, get that shit out of here too, man. It's second charges, man.
They never did that.
I got this lock right here, man.
Or disaster.
Now here's Ingram. After the miss from Mason Plumlee. A fader. It's good off the back rim and in. Towns has got his second best. And Kobe, you've had so many fans from high school that carried over to your NBA days. In the stands now, in fact, you'll see fans with Lower Merion High School jerseys on.
How cool is that?
That's amazing.
How cool is that? To actually be able to see a bunch of Aces jerseys in the crowd when literally nobody knew where Lower Merion was. There's actually a school called Upper Merion. So everybody used to confuse the two. Just say, hey, yeah, I saw you when you played at Upper Marion. I said, hold on, dude. No, Lower Marion, man. Get it right. Don't forget it. Lower Marion.
And with all the different technological advances in the league, you see a lot of player and coaches now reviewing clips and tablets and a lot of film sessions. I know you used to study a lot of the league's videotapes. How much easier is film study now, say, from the time in the late 90s when you got in the NBA?
It's so much easier. Really? Oh, my God. I used to get in the hotel room. You used to have to call the front desk. And they used to roll up the TV on the wheels.
With the VCR machine.
With the VCR connected to it, right? And I have to have all of these tapes. So you got to put the tape in, you got to rewind it, you got to record it, rewind it. Yeah. Now it's just everything's right there in front of you. Right? And it's very easy to skip and go to the next game and then jump back to the game before or fast forward to the fourth quarter. I mean, it's so easy now.
Kobe, you were a player who lived in the gym. What motivated you as you go back and look at all those hours you spent in the gym to do that, to follow that path?
I loved it. I loved the game. It wasn't a matter of working hard. I didn't realize I was working hard until like a second or third year in the league. When I realized here in the NBA, a lot of players don't do that. Right. It was kind of a big shock to me. Like I assumed everybody in the NBA
just worked hard.
Yeah, but to me it wasn't hard work. It was like, I love doing this. Like there's no place on earth I'd rather be than be here in this gym with the basketball and the hoop.
But the greats are always the hardest workers. I mean, right, have you ever seen a great player who was not the hardest worker on their team?
No, I've seen players have great seasons, and, you know, and then the next season, not so much, and then they have another great one, and the consistency isn't there. The truly great players love what they do, and that looks like hard work to the outside world.
Did you enjoy playing the game? There was so much you put into the game, but did you enjoy the game?
I did. I enjoyed the game. I loved playing, you know, the competition and all that, the getting ready and all that, but I enjoyed practice more.
Did you?
I did. I enjoyed training and practice more than I did the game.
Yeah, it's a good time to talk things over. Trying to stop what's been a brutal run.
Yeah, he's got to use every device at his disposal at this point, and I think he wants to give other guys a breather right now.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Lopez, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Nance comes in for Ingram, and it's Jackson in for Wells. And then for Denver, Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Plumlee. Jamal Murray comes in for Harris, and Cameron Payne subbed in for Mike Conley. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two. Kobe, LeBron said he learned so much about how to approach the game when you shared the floor on Team USA. What was it like playing with a guy like him, as you also played with Jordan, and then going up against him all those years?
Well, I think it was a shocking experience for them because I don't think they realized how much I talk trash. And so,
no,
yeah,
what?
I don't think they knew because, you know, when you from a distance, you thought you were quiet and all this stuff, and you get to practice, and I just don't shut up. And I'm just saying really brutal things about their game. And it's just, you know, they're getting really ticked off. But
yeah, because you were right.
Yeah, but the intensity of practice goes up another level. And then we'd all go out to dinner, and then the next morning, you know, we come into the meeting, and I've already been working out for 2 hours. And so then they see that. And then, you know, D-Wade would come up and say, hey, man, I want to join you in your workout. What time are you going? 5 a.m. I could be down there working out. And Brian said, I'm going to come too. So Brian would show up. And Mel would show up. And all slowly but surely, we have our whole USA team in the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning training.
Time for those other players.
So it was fun for all of us because we got a chance to hang around each other and think about the competition. Right? So now when we come back to the NBA, fans are getting a better product. Right? Because we've all been working out and pushing each other and getting better off of each other. So now when we step on the court to compete against each other, that means we have to take our games to another level.
That's a great story. Yeah. That's a great story. And the first one drops. And so Jackson nails both of them. And Kobe, you look around the league and you see a lot of former players as head coaches, guys that you actually played against. Have you ever thought about coaching down the line?
Nope. No, I have not. Not for me. You know, it's for them though, but it's not for me.
I would think that it would be tough to try to get the same result out of players you coach and not comparing it to the way you play, the way you prepare, the way you were coached.
That's what I hear. I just don't have the desire to even think about it that far. I mean, it's not something that I'm into. But that's the challenges I hear. When Bird was coaching, when Magic was coaching, I always hear that as being the challenge. But ultimately, you have to find different ways to motivate players. And, nobody's the same, right? So you just have to figure out how to get them to their highest level. But still in all, coaching is just not the mission.
He throws good, Murray.
Man, what a luxury if Murray can play both guard positions. A perfect blend of shrewd passing and some fearless shooting.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Talk, Kobe, about some of the great one-on-one scorers. You might be the best ever, actually. But when you take a look at the crop now, who are some good guys in that one-on-one category that you like?
Kyrie's sensational. Yeah,
Great handle. How about his handle? Like one of the best ever.
Yeah, but he can post too, though. I mean, that's the thing is he can post up. He can turn left shoulder. He can turn right shoulder. He can shoot a left-hand jump hook coming across the middle. He can pull up going left. He can pull up going right. He can attack off the handle. He can attack off the triple threat. Yeah, he's built the game without any weaknesses. I think most players, should be thankful that he's not 6'6".
Yeah, right. He'd be Kobe Bryant. Right? He'd be Kobe Bryant. But I always thought that, his dad played big-time college basketball, played in Australia. Your dad played. I mean, there is something inherent, regardless of how much, that comes from the son of a pro player.
Growing up overseas as well.
Exactly, in Australia.
Overseas as well. And look at his game being so fundamentally sound, having basic structure.
Yeah, that's right. It goes around, comes around.
To the inside. Here's Lopez. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And Gomez has got 4 rebounds in this game.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Chandler is screen. Anderson dishes to Chandler. Time on the clock. Off the left rim and out.
And this is a terrible start for him and has to be weighing on him.
Here's Chapman. The 3 ball. And no good trying to get that one. And so it's Los Angeles with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
As I ended the quarter with a bad shot. Oh, Kevin Harlan. You're a national treasure.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
So far, they've been active, scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
But when you come out in the first quarter with that kind of offense, obviously the game plan is in full effect. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Murray out there with Lyons. Then it's Ennis. Then it's Payne. And it's Anderson in at the center position. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, the captain in the last game against the Warriors was phenomenal. He ended up with 62 points, and as he always seems to do, piled up rebound after rebound. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. But we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is, he's always thinking he can do better.
And the great players are never satisfied. We'll see what he does in the next one.
And that one falls for Jackson. And over the course of your career, Kobe, 5 NBA championships. Are there any of those that really stand out among the 5 that you accumulated?
The last one, beating the Celtics. That was the hardest one by far to get.
Why so?
Well, we're going into Boston now with the series tied 1-1. And Boston is absolutely excited about having this split and going home now and having 3 games at home, thinking that the series was not going to come back to LA. And so that was an interesting playing flight for us. And then to go out and get the very next game, just to go down 3-2, coming back to LA, and then to finally pull out that series after being down 15 in the fourth quarter against the Celtics. That gave you better than that.
Well, you got to play against some great defenders in the NBA, like Draymond Green of Golden State and others. What are some of the things that, I mentioned Draymond Green, that he does as a player that you think separates him from the rest of the defensive guys in the league?
He does his research. He does his homework.
You can tell.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can tell. When you watch him play, he puts himself in position before the offensive player even attacks. And how does he know that? Because he's watching film. He studies. He knows the player's tendencies. And so when you mix in the research to go along with his frame and the quick hands and the foot speed, then you have a defensive player that's a force.
Here's Murray. Drops in the layup for 2. Murray's got 6 points.
Surprising quickness. Murray burying his head down and just...
He's throwing a foul, ref. He's reaching in.
Courtesy of Under Armour.
Hey, what's up? He's reaching in. You really think he can fuck me?
All the way to the finish at the other end.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dog?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Now here's Ennis. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Probably a big part of the talent evaluation today is the psychological impact in that aspect, which I think will lead teams toward one prospect over another. If you were looking for personality traits in players, and you were making that decision for a team, what trait would you value the most in a player?
No, curiosity. Without a shadow of a doubt, it's curiosity.
Why so?
Because curious people will always ask why things work or don't work.
You were a big why asker.
Nice miss.
Because that's the only reason you win, is when you can figure out why things happen or didn't happen. Right? If you lose a game, a curious person does point the finger. A curious person will say, well, why did we lose? Instead of just saying them. Right. They're going to go back and check the film and ask questions. Okay, why did we mess up there? Why did we blow that coverage there?
Some say, Kobe, that the shooting guard crop in the NBA right now, a little light in terms of depth, not quite as many top 2 guards as we used to see play the game. Who do you like among some of the 2 guards you see now in the NBA?
Well, it depends who we're considering the 2 guard.
Right, because they just blend, don't they?
The threes, they all just blend.
Combo guards, you're playing some forward position. It's tough, isn't it?
Yeah. So, shooting guards to me are guards that have to do everything. You have to be able to play the paint. You have to be able to play the perimeter. You have to be able to play the point. You have to do everything. So I'll put Russell Westbrook in that category. I'll put James Harden in that category. I'll put Kawhi Leonard in that category. There's a lot of players I'm forgetting. Even Giannis, I would say, is a 2 guard because of what he does.
Yes.
So there's a lot of talented guards out there.
Did you like the ball in your hand, bringing it up, or would you have rather someone else bring it up, they get it to you in the half court, and then do what you did?
Yeah, that's the one thing I'm jealous about Michael. Because Michael didn't have to do that yet.
Right. Well, yes, right. Who always brought it up.
Yeah, so he could focus on coming off the screens and catching and shooting. He didn't have to think about facilitating first. He could think about scoring and then passing out of double teams.
Well, Kobe, something that's such a huge tool in the NBA and the team's offense is the pick and roll, the screen roll game. You've done it as well as anybody. Just how are the nuances and the attention to detail important to make that play work?
Well, it's really important, but the screen roll today is run differently than it was, say, when Utah was running it with Stockton and Malone. What you're seeing now is more of a spread floor screen roll action where it makes rotations very difficult because you have to rotate off of shooters at a distance.
Right.
So now what you tend to see more teams try to down pick and roll coverages and send guys to one side of the floor and try to play the screen roll coverage with 2 men and try to not have 3 guys in the action. You have to rotate and now push your team behind. Right? And that it's a dance of can you play the screen roll with just 2 guys? And on offense, can I force you to have a third guy come in and rotate? If I can do that offensively, then you're behind.
Kobe, you're a father. You've enjoyed that process, but basketball got in the way a lot of it. How do you balance fatherhood and playing at the level you played at?
Yeah, when I was winning championships where our kids were still relatively young, or I should say babies, in my last few years they were older and knew that they could really feel my absence. And so what I tried to do is try to bring them along for the process. So there were mornings I would wake them up and say, let's go. So we're going. Well, Daddy's going to go train, so let's go.
Okay.
And I bring them with me. And they'd be in the gym shooting around or kicking a soccer ball around or hitting the volleyball around. And I felt like it was important as a father to not just tell them about hard work, but they need to see what I'm doing. When you're sleeping, this is what I'm doing here for 3 hours. And so they're a part of the process. They're connected to the process. But traveling and things of that nature is very, very hard. Because there's been plenty of birthdays that I've missed and school plays that I've missed.
Here's Chapman following the score by Jamal Murray. Here's Chapman. No good on the shot. And it's Denver the other way. traveling was a part of your job, a part of mine. You missed some things with the kids, but I know you take pride, Kobe, in the fact that
Get shit out of here, man. I see the rotation, baby. I know what I'm doing.
It's, having a great partner. I mean, my wife has been absolutely amazing, which I think is extremely important.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
She really held down the fort at home, which to me is the toughest job in the world to do. You know, I have it easy in terms of going out there and playing games, but to have the responsibility of actually raising young people to be outstanding citizens, you talk about pressure. I mean, that's, you know, I have to ask how she feels about handling that, you know what I mean? Because that's true pressure.
Here's Payne, following the basket by Brooke Lopez. Payne passes to Anderson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, it's like the defense has a bunch of matchbooks in their hands right now, playing with fire. We were fortunate that somehow he misfired on that one.
Well, Kobe, you look at all the former Defensive Player of the Year, and they're almost always big men. You were a 9-time first-team all-defensive selection in the NBA. Do you think guards sometimes get overlooked at the impact they have in a game and a play?
Yeah, they definitely do.
All the time, huh?
I think the bigs have a huge responsibility in protecting the rim, and those things are very easy to measure.
Right, block shots,
blocks,
right, exactly.
Alternate shots or defensive rebounds. For guards, it's tougher. But still in all, there's some guards out there who have done it. You know, Michael and Gary Payton, and Kawhi Leonard. I count him as a guard. They're just phenomenal defensive players.
Where does that mindset come from? That defensive mindset when you're offensive.
You gotta clear out, Jackson. What are you doing?
It's a truly competitive person. Some players will call themselves competitive, but you're not truly competitive.
Not running the play right.
That's not what true competitive people do.
Back to Ennis. Anderson the screen.
I'm saying, don't worry.
Anderson a screen on Randall.
I'm paying attention. I got a mismatch right here.
Ennis kicks to Murray. Ennis dishes to Anderson. Nice hit again. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Ennis.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And Los Angeles missing Jim. So it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the team defense has been great, and your defense at the rim has been great as well. Do you think they are hearing some footsteps?
You know, DA, I've personally taken the opportunity to remind the team just how great we are. I've been saying it for months now. We're a team of destiny. I've been telling anyone with ears that all season, but you guys seem to think I'm joking, but I'm dead serious. Dead serious when I say the stars are aligned for us this year. So, it's championship or bust.
And that's when an offense really is out of sync, and you're responsible for it. Congrats. Kevin?
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. What a game we're seeing from Gary Harris.
Scoring consistently from range. He really lit it up there in the first half.
We'll see if they keep feeding him right now until he cools down or until the defense does something to take him away from these great opportunities. No reason to go away from him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All filled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for the Lakers right now, they've got Ingram. Towns is out there with the captain. Then it's Ball, and it's Wells in at the 2 spot.
And just takes a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Conley, the pass to Chandler. Passes it to Lyles. Puts up a 3. And for the rebound, deflects the pass.
Yo, boys, you gotta stop doing it. If we switch the first time, what makes you think we're not gonna switch back?
Let's now pause and take a look at the scoring breakdown between the front and back court of tonight's contests for Denver.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
Now here is Harris. Outside Conley. Pass to Wiles. He kicks it to Chandler. Plumlee with a screen on Towns. Towns comes with a double team. Fooled the D with the pass fake right there. Chandler's got his second basket of the night.
This is crazy.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Chapman, that's good.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And there's the pass to Wiles. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
You gotta stop burning me on the steal like I'm not getting it on time or
3 of 4 to
something.
start this half. Offensively, they've been great.
Here's Chapman. 14 points for him. Ball with it. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover.
It's like, why would you pass it like that, man?
Chandler outside.
It's supposed to be Hall of Fame. You're supposed to know not to pass that.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Conley for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Conley's got 10 points in the game.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Here's the screen, and it's ball in the corner. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Man, sharp here to start the half. That's 3 in a row.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Outside Conley. Wiles kicks to Conley. Plumlee with a screen on Towns. Conley, and it's blocked.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. Love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
Here's Chandler. Rebound the Lakers. Chapman's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Inside, Towns kicks to Ingram. Over Chandler. Conley grabs the miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
He dishes it to Plumlee. Harris passes to Wiles. Some solid defense from Chapman.
Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now. A bit out of rhythm.
Yo, what are you doing, yo?
Killing them on the interior.
Are you serious
Lakers
right
lead
now?
by 3. Wells in the corner. And he's good on the 3 ball. He's got 11.
And Wells has such a quick release. He's ready to pull as soon as the ball hits his hand.
Drive. Now here's Ingram. He's guarded by Chandler.
What are you doing, Ingram? What's up, bro? You don't want no points?
Dishes to Conley. And Plumlee kicks to Conley. It's deflected. Here's Chapman. He's got 14. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Stop.
And the first one drops. And the Lakers with some changes. Lopez comes in for Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Nance in for Ingram. Big group substitution here for Denver. Ryan Anderson, who's checked in for Plumlee. Murray comes in for Wilson Chandler. Cameron Payne's checked in for Gary Harris, and it's Tyler Ennis in for Mike Conley. Payne kicks to Anderson from downtown. Ball with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 8. And it's Lopez at the elbow. And that's good off the glass that time. Lopez has got 10 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Denver calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul.
Murray enjoying destroying his defender on that one, draining shots right in their face.
The Nuggets have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
Chapman the pass to Wells. Misses the three.
Well, even though he missed, you like seeing him taking that kind of shot. The defense must be better.
Ennis kicks to Murray. That's to Lyles. 6 to shoot. Feeds it to Anderson. Here's Ennis. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one.
And I really thought he was going to send that shot the other way, but at least he forces the miss.
Well, just good timing on his part. Anytime the shooter has to adjust, the defense wins.
Here's the feed to Anderson. To the inside. Here's Murray. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Murray's got 14 points.
And that's where Murray's speed shines through. He gives the D no time to react off that pass.
There's the dish to Nance. Here's Chapman. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Good pass, man.
And a quick look now at the NBA scoring leaders. You look at the captain, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And all you have to do is point to his name at the top of that list. Does that tell the story well enough or what? What a season.
That one is off.
Wow. Are you serious?
Good on the second free throw. The Nuggets trail by 9. Ennis kicks to Murray. Fires for 3. Gets that one through the hole, making now 7 of 13 in this game.
Murray right now just on a roll, scoring at will on the offensive end.
Here's Chapman, and fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. That one on Ennis.
He gets right to the rim, but the defense there to deter him.
The Lakers have made 9 free throws in the game, 14 attempts.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's good from Chapman.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Denver making a switch here. Hernan Gomez is checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And right now, at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
And here's Payne. Anderson the screen. Stolen by Ball. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Anderson. Now here's Murray. Defense is right there. They set the screen. Shoots over Wells. Rejected by Chapman. From 18, and he hits the jumper for 2. 16 points for Shammy Wells.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
Payne passes to Hernan Gomez. Here's Lyles, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
That was nice.
He just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
If anything could change the momentum, it's that kind of play. Cloud of smoke has people standing on their feet.
Chapman, that's good.
It's not so much just the made shots, it's the consistency of the made shots that's got his team the lead.
Now here's Payne. D right on him. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him. And Los Angeles with some changes. Randall's checked in for Nance. And it's Jackson in for Ball. Now here's Payne. There's the pick. Shoots the three. Randall grabs the board.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Here's Chapman. He's got 21. Here's Wells. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
He's still looking for his shot. Somehow they're winning. They'd like to get him going.
Yeah, you got it.
Anderson the screen. And there's the call on Shammy Wells. That's his first foul. On defense, the Lakers. Payne dishes to Murray. A floater, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot. He's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
It's not a bad heads-up play there for Murray. Easily going into the contact and earning the whistle.
For Denver, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. And he makes the first. And the Lakers call time here. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
That was a difficult one for them to drop. A close game throughout, and an opponent that they're going to beat more often than not. And he's probably looking at some matchups on the floor he'd like to take advantage of.
I'm interested in what he's seeing and then what kind of play they run coming out of this timeout.
So he gets them both. And the Lakers with possession here. They're leading by 8. Here's Chapman. Here's Lopez. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Murray. He's averaging 14 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him, delivering night in and night out.
And I like it when stars do exactly that. It's not just about scoring 50 or 40 or 30. It's about making plays consistently.
That's good from Lopez.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
And both free throws good for Lopez. Now here's Murray, who's got 19. He feeds it to Payne. Over to the wing. Miles. Chapman with the rebound. Chapman's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Kicks it to Wells. Outside Jackson. Passes it to Lopez. Just 5 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Bucket is good. And the Lakers lead by 12. The Nuggets shooting 47% since getting things started in the third quarter. Now here's Payne, guarded by Jackson. Anderson kicks to Murray. Here's Wiles, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Chapman, the pass to Jackson. To the wing right side. Here's Randall. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the ball and will shoot 2.
And a chance to check out the stats for the captain. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. First in rebounding, first in assist, and he's a devastating finisher on the inside. The best field goal percentage in the league.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. He's off on the foot. Ball's checked in for Jackson. The Nuggets also changing it up. Wilson Chandler's checked in for 3 Wiles. And it's Conley in for Cameron Payne. He hits the second from the line. Knocked away. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the third. Now Now here's Conley. Tight defense on him. Out to Chandler. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet.
Lopez, either you're going to switch or you're not.
Assists in the game. Los Angeles leading by 10. Here's Chapman. He's got 21. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Lopez.
This guy is a beast on the board.
When he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
Well, you love the NBA, but some of these guys have the DNA. He also outworks everybody. Filthy combination.
Now here's Conley. 10 points for him.
How's that not steal?
5 to shoot.
Yeah, brick wall, huh?
On the wing, Chandler. Defended by Chapman.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Now, here's ball. Over by Conley. Now, ball. 5 points in the game. Back to Lopez. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Deep 2 from Murray. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Conley.
And he'll keep the D honest with his three-point shooting. And when Conley's got that shot falling, it makes him much more effective as an all-around point guard.
Here's Chapman. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
How about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Can't connect. And Los Angeles Lakers lead of 11 points to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. He's checked in for the Nuggets. Gary Harris comes in for Wilson Chandler. Lakers leading by 16. Taking a look at the Nuggets. You've got Conley, who's out there with Murray. Ryan Anderson out there with Gary Harris. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 spot. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
On defense, the Nuggets. Here's Chapman. Off the pick. And finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang. Yeah, certainly an attitude change at halftime after sort of wandering around in the first. He's kicked it into gear here for the second frame.
Here's Chapman. Pass to Towns. Dishes to Wells. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ingram. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in. Ingram's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Outside Conley. A step back shot here. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
The Nuggets trail by 17. In the corner, it's Plumlee. There's Wiles. Rebound the Lakers. Chapman's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Wells in the corner. The 3. They get it back. Ingram Foul on the play. It down, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams. And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better.
Conley kicks to Plumlee. Harris dishes to Chandler. Plumlee with the screen. And Chandler, here we go. Easy layup after coming off the pick. Chandler's got 12 points here in the second half.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Now, here's Ball. He kicks it to Wells. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Chapman. And the pass to Wells. Here's Chapman, guarded by Harris. Here's Chapman, and there's the foul. It'll go on the captain. That's foul number 2 for him.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Conley with it. There's the screen. A floater, and it's sent back by Chapman. And a dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Full speed ahead. I mean, they have been in control since the opening tip, and that may have sealed the deal.
I can imagine a lot of things right now, but a comeback, that's not one of them.
Now here's Conley. Ball's stolen. .131 left here in the fourth quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Los Angeles.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but we have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know they're... We saw at times just stretches of excellent people. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
The checks down and sends it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, another triple-double tonight. So is this something you're planning to do all season?
As often as I can. I feel like when I'm able to contribute in multiple ways, the team is better off. Of course, there's no way that I'm able to get numbers without the help of my guys. So, all credit should be sent their way. I felt, we played a strong game tonight.
Well, you all did, but you led the way, so congratulations. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And we'll see you next time.